test this thing out. Right, I don't know if you can hear. Can you, Candy? I mean, Summer? Is it what? Okay. Is there any sound this week? Hello? Is there sound? Are you on it yet? Oh, right, you can hear, yeah? You can hear. Cool. It's all right, Summer. We have liftoff. Hang on, let's get this right. Oh, this computer's terrible. Oh, it's lovely that you're here. Who else is here? Linda. Hi, Linda. Hi, Cara. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to leave it till we get hopefully a few more people. But tonight I'm going to be talking about. So you're going to sit up here? I'm going to shut that door, so because I'm going to be drumming, aren't I? Can't shut it right up. Shut it. Push it. Lovely. Okay, take those headphones off. Sorry, guys. So tonight I'm going to be basically I'm all we've had problems with this computer again. I need a new one, really. But we've been trying to sort out everything on it, and it's just so I'm going to bring that round a bit. That's better. So tonight is going to be all about going to the lower realms. Now, a lot of people do have a thing about the lower realms, thinking it's the underworld, which it isn't really. You've got to imagine the roots of Yggdrasil, the tree of life, and those huge roots have worlds upon them. And so one particular world is the lower realms, and when you journey, you can go there and you can find yourself. You can find your animal, your beautiful animal that is waiting to show you what it is you need. And not only that, it's a place to find yourself within, but it also takes you on journeys to places there. It isn't, in my view, a dark place at all. You're supposed to be reading for me.
Sorry.
I don't know. I get the staff and they don't do the job.
Greetings, my sister.
Anyone else? Yeah, okay. So basically, doing a lot of traveling around, there are different levels that you can go to, and there are other levels too, guys. There are levels in other areas like planetary and the solar system, and you have so much scope. It is untrue, but what I tend to do is I like to sage myself beforehand, or you can use an incense stick or normal incense in a bowl, as long as you get enough of it. And it's not so much about the cleansing, but it's about shifting. I find that with that incense that I use, and I always like to use a combination of frankincense and also rosemary. I chuck some rosemary on for remembering, so that when you come back, you can remember a lot more. But also I like to put on there a lot of dragon's blood, and I just have a real love for dragon's blood. If you're feeling very brave, because some people do react to it a bit, and that would be mugwort. I do like a bit of mugwort as well. So, anything?
Gillian Smith said,
hi Gillian, lovely to see you here. We're talking about the lower realms and just talking generally about what we do beforehand. Now, when I do my journeying, I like to be really comfortable. And so the first thing you really need to do, guys, is find yourself something that's loose and comfortable, and that you're not going to get too hot or too cold in. Also, that you're not going to be disturbed, because the worst thing is if the phone rings or door opens and somebody walks in. You don't need it. You need that personal time. It doesn't matter what time of the day you do it, it's the time that you're being called to do it. And I say being called because it's almost like something goes off in your mind and you just know you need to do it. And that is the precise moment that you should. The other thing is, you don't always have to go there with a problem or seek advice on anything. You can go for the sheer journey. You will be surprised at what you will find there, which may be an updating in your knowledge. You may gain something more to add to your path. So at the end of the day, journeying and path workings and going to the realms is a wonderful thing that you can do for your health. It calms you down. It puts you in a better mindset, and it helps you to expand your imagination and your spiritualistic side, your soul or souls. I mean, as a Norse practitioner, I do believe in more than one part to the soul, so it doesn't matter if you don't. But what we do find in healing, which this is going to be a bit of a healing one, that you will sometimes find parts of yourself in this realm, parts that you didn't know were missing, that you need to retrieve, that you need to try and coax back into yourself to bring back to the world. So it's quite involved, but when you start to practice it, that's the time that you really understand it, because it's quite simple. It's within. Everything is within. So as I was saying, you need to drink some water. Then you need to get comfortable in clothes and no disturbing. Now, a lot of people will lay down. Now, the reason for that, you won't fall asleep. And if you do, it doesn't matter. Whatever you've gained, you will keep. So, anybody else? Okay. So, at the end of the day, you will be laying down. Some people like to cover themselves with a special blanket or a light covering if it's hot, but tucking it in around you to keep yourself sort of cocooned. It's almost like being within the womb. You're being looked after, coaxed, and feeling okay, feeling safe. And that is the main thing, to feel safe. So you're cocooned in your little blanket. You're not too hot and you're not too cold. You're laying down and you are ready. Now, you don't have to do any meditation. What you do is just let yourself go and listen to a drum beat. Now, today I am going to, excuse me, I'll get my hair out my eyes. I've got the fan on me and it keeps blowing it. I'm going to do a very simple 10-minute shamanic journey, but it's not going to be where I tell you where to go. I want you to let yourselves be taken by the beat. I want you to let it take you. What I will do is give you the beginning. So I will take you to where you need to be. And then from then, you will carry on with the drum beat for 10 minutes. And you will have your journey. Now, I will be here making sure that you are all okay. Because what I'm going to do first is to draw the 4 directions. bringing those energies into a safety net for everybody. I can shove it outwards, I can put it upwards, I can delve it downwards. Energy is pliable and you can send it. So everybody that is in this will be having a covering. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my staff. In fact, I've got it here. Now, guys, my staff is the staff bearer, the vulva, the witch or the seer, the one that walks forward with the staff. The staff is the way forwards. The staff goes before you. It takes you on a journey. And if I'm not drumming, I will be banging my staff, which I'm not going to do today because I don't think my husband would be very happy with me banging the floor. So, but if I was out in the fields or somewhere like that, it would be like that, and I would be banging it on the floor. The reason for this is it's the energy being pulled back and given into an area, and it just builds up that energy and it's good for the use in what you want to be doing. The staff will take you on your long journey. So if you want to, in your journey, you can imagine yourself holding your staff as you go about. Now, coming down to the animals, there are all sorts of these animals in this sphere, in this place. And you will see the ones that are meant to be there for you, to aid you on your particular plight. So if it's healing, for example, you might see a bear, or a bear might need to come and it might need to do something to you to take away what's going on within you. And there are different aspects to this. Now, when we start, I will say to the animals to be gentle with you all. This is a very pleasant healing visit. But sometimes there are situations where you can be pulled apart, but obviously you do come back together again, and it's not painful in a bodily way. It is getting rid of what needs to go so that the healing can take place. As I said to you earlier, it can be a very, very unusual place to visit. Beautiful, but also quite scary sometimes. But it doesn't matter because you are safe. Whatever you do there, you are completely safe. But you and your imagination, which is what we need to get to these places, will take you on beautiful landscapes and wonderful areas. And you will meet your wonderful animal guides. The right ones will be there for you. Do not force it. Do not keep forcing it. Just let yourself go. And what comes, just go with it. Doesn't matter what it looks like, what it seems like, just go with it, because that is what this realm is like. Now, get into the drum. When we drum, we are doing normally the same pace of the drum. Now, a lot of people think it has to be just one bang, keep just ones. No, every shamanic practitioner does it differently. With me, I go by my feelings, by what's going on within me. And so my drum beat is not just one. So it will be the similar beat all the way through, but it is one that will just keep you hovering in that nice feeling. It will take you. The drum is part of you. As a shamanic practitioner, if that's what you are going to be or are, The drum is part of you. It's an extension of you. It's the feelings of you. It's the feelings of the animal that this skin was made of. It is the sheer essence and the energy and the feeling and the noise, the tempos, everything is pulled in to it. And so when we drum, it's not just an instrument, it's part of how we are. So if we're magical beings, we are going to bring an essence and to meet it with that drum. And so when we beat that drum, we are going to crescend and journey. And so if you can relax enough and let go, guys, you will be able to journey. And the first time it happens, people are very, very surprised. But it's a lovely surprise. And when they come back, they're addicted. They have to keep doing it. Now, I don't know whether any of you have your own drums, but if you don't, it doesn't matter. You can always look up a drum one on even YouTube. Just put it on repeat. You can do it for as long as you like, but I do find for something like this, 10 minutes is appropriate. So that's the info, guys. Not a lot, really. It's more about experiencing rather than doing, if you know what I mean. But always have a piece of paper or a book that you can write in, because when you come back, you need to write everything down that you got so that you can analyze it afterwards. The main thing is not forgetting what you got. And so once you've wrote it down, if things don't make sense, you can look it up and try to find out what these things mean. For example, if it was a symbol that you were given, look it up. If it was food that was given you or a drink, look it up. See if there's a magical correspondence to it or a certain god or goddess involved with it. What I used to do is write down a lot of questions and a lot of answers. And then if I got something, I'd try to fit it in. If it didn't fit, then I would look for what it was. And then the bigger picture comes out and you get what you need to know. Sometimes you come back and you don't understand at all what you've been shown, but write it down anyway. It might make more sense at a later date. Now, I'm doing the lower world today, but if you enjoy this, guys, I can do the middle world and the top world if you want to, the higher planes. That's a wonderful place to go, but a very difficult place to get to and maneuver to. But it is possible. So I thought we would start with this one first. So if you're ready, we can get into it. Now I'm just going to get my drum, and I need to time this because we don't want to go over. Okay, guys. So we need to time this. So on my phone is a thingy and time it, yeah?
Okay.
And you can do the bell bit if you want to. I'm going to have her doing a little bit of a bell, guys. So, yeah, let's find the timer. Where's the timer? Or, because you're not good at times, are you? No. Okay, so, right. So, I'm going to start this, right? When I get my drum, I'm going to start it.
Pagan,
and I can watch it.
Pagan craft.
Ready? Cool. Right. Okay, that's my lovely drum. Okay, let's start this off. So before I get into it, I'm going to start the drum slowly. Actually, we'll talk about where you've got to be, and then I'll do the drum. That way, I'm not disturbing too many people for too long. Okay, guys, so if you want to get it into your mind, you can take some breaths, and you can close your eyes now if you're feeling, or you're laying down, or you're sitting up, wherever you are. you can think about what it's like when you start to walk in a beautiful meadow of grass with little flowers, and it's a beautiful day, and you're walking and you have nothing on your feet. You, in fact, all you have on is a very light dress or outfit, whatever, whether you be male or female, because I don't know who else is watching. Think of yourself as high in your emotions of pure joy, because pure joy will get you into that right frame of mind. So you're walking in the meadow, guys, and as you walk, you can feel the grass coming between your toes, and some of it's damp where it had mist on it, and it's still there. And so you can feel that on each step. But the grass feels like velvet, and it is so lovely. You just don't want it to end. And as you come forwards, you see a cluster of trees. And in the middle is a huge oak tree, so large that the roots go out so far. You make your way towards this tree. It's beautiful. In full glory, all the leaves are there. In the middle of the trunk is a doorway, but it's more like an opening in the tree. It doesn't have anything on it. There's no door. It's just an opening. And you feel drawn now to go towards it. And as you walk in towards it, you feel as if the tree is asking you to come. And there we're going to go into the drumming now, guys.
Quickly before you start, someone said hi and stuff and say hello.
Hi. Oh, hiya. Oh, well done. Thank you for coming. Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. Thank you. Now we're going to go into the drumming. I'm going to start it off. Okay. Okay, guys, so we're now coming back. You should be starting to feel like you are coming back. And when you do, open your eyes and tap yourself all around the face, all down the arms, on your legs, everywhere you can get to, just tapping yourself. Now, I was asking the elements to come. That's why I didn't do them beforehand. I was in there with them. The earth, the air, the fire, and the water. They were all there going around and protecting you all. They have been with you, and spirit also with you. Now you are back. If you have got anything to eat and drink, it might be a good idea to do so. So, let's see. Oh, hi, Ian. Sorry, I hope you didn't miss too much. Oh, bless you. Okay, guys, so I hope you've all got a little bit out of this. Maybe some of you didn't. Don't give up if you didn't. Give it a go again if you can, because the more you do it, the more you're likely to get an outcome. So just keep on planting away. So have any of you get anything at all that you'd like to share? I love journeying because it is a place you can go and be yourself. You don't have to answer to anybody. You are who you really are inside. And when you do this, you can help others as well, because you can take the person's problems and try to help them. You can invite them to go with you and journey together and find the help that that person may need. But it is really a place for you to find who you are and to find the bits that you didn't know were part of you. Sometimes that includes a lot of shadow work. Now, when we do shadow work, that can be very, very important to the way we are in our lives. But it can also be very painful. It can also be a very emotional thing. But when you come out of it, the other side, you will find that you have absorbed a new part of yourself and opened up to acceptance and finding who you really are. And once you're real to yourself, you can be real to others. So, has anybody got anything they'd like to ask? Have you all come out of it now? And hopefully. Now, if you want to draw the energies in beforehand, you can. That was very good. Thank you. Yeah. Went deep into my past. That's lovely. Was able to see a lot from different perspectives and really important. That's really lovely. I'm glad you got something out of it, Gillian. That's really nice. As I say, different people are on different levels. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because at the end of the day, guys, we need a place, as people like ourselves, we need to escape from the mundane, to be the creatures we are. And meeting our power animals, our wonderful spirit guides in animal form, they bring so much love with them. And it's an undeniable type of love that we don't always get from humans. And it brings out that part of us that we can share with others when we come back. It also highlights the day, makes us feel a lot better in ourselves. But as I was saying, if you want to bring in the energies, I usually use my staff when I'm doing it, and I just go to the quarters in my mind. When I use the stuff, I'm doing this, but it's in here. You don't need elaborate rituals to bring in energies. You just need you and the way you do it. And so it can be with nothing in your hands. You could just stand there and visualize all these energies going round you. And that's what I normally do. I normally think first of air and what it feels like on my face. And then when it's very breezy, what that feels like. Your hair will move and your clothes will move. And then a whirlwind will literally lift you. So imagine all that. Then you go to fire and you imagine feeling the warmth on a cold day, seeing the sun when it belts down on you, the heat. Cooking, you just visualize what brings it into your mind and then see that fire with the air going round you. And then again, you go to water and visualize yourself drinking water, seeing beautiful streams and the sea, seeing the rain when it comes down and things like that, snow and stuff that relates to water. Then earth, the very thing that you are living on, earth under your feet, the energy that sustains us, that gives us life. And just visualize that. Then you put it all together. And so when you're drumming, it's easier to visualize all that and bring it all in as you're drumming. If you notice, I did a different drum beat at the beginning, and that was because I was doing it then. And then I was sending that out to you all. And so, because we've done that, I need to bring them in. So if you want to do that with me, guys, all you have to do is I'm going to thank them for being there and then wish them well back to their worlds. So we start off with air. Thank you, air, that you came as a whirlwind or a gentle breeze to bring in the knowledge that we needed this day. And so we now say thank you and bid you hail and farewell. Then we go to fire and we say fire of energy that gives us life, that gives us nourishment, that grows within us. We thank you that you came and burnt into us all that we needed to know this day. And so we say thank you, hail and farewell, we bid thee this day. We go round to water. Water that's within our blood, that's within our bodies, that's around us, that sustains us, that brings us the nourishment and the ways to grow our crops. We thank you, water, for the emotion that you brought in this day. And we say, we bid thee hail and farewell. Go back to your realm. Thank you. Hail and farewell. And then we go round to earth and we say, earth, thank you for our stability. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for the nourishment that you produce for us, but also the love and the sustainability of your strength around us this day. And we say, hail and farewell, and we bid thee this day. Hail and farewell. And there you go, guys. That's it, all done. And you can journey as much as you like. Some people say don't do too much in one day, but it's up to you as long as you practice the safe way. What's going on here? Many blessings, pagan crafting. Thank you for coming anyway. So guys, have you got any questions you'd like to know? Would you like to share anything that you might have got with the others and that? It would be nice. You don't have to, obviously. Okay. What is the time anyway? What is the time? I don't even know what the time is. Oh, it's only half an hour. So guys, is there anything you'd like to ask? that I can help you with while I'm here? It's probably going a bit slow actually today.
Oh yeah.
We had such trouble last week getting this. Do you want to sit up here? People can only
No.
see your nose. Yeah, last week it was awful. We had such a job getting it sorted, but I think we've worked it out now. So yeah. So okay, guys, does anybody want to ask anything while I'm here? Okay, what kind of power animal do I have? Well, I've got a few. My main one, when I first started out, was the bear, and it used to hug me so tight. And I used to be quite frightened of it because it was so strong and it was so big, but it was something I needed at the time. And so I related to that. But at the moment, my animals are, I have the raven, and or more than one raven. I also have the wolf, the white wolf, and it's a female. She's beautiful. She has beautiful blue eyes. I also have, believe it or not, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I get and I forget what's it called, a hedgehog. Oh yeah, I've had a hedgehog before, and that's the prickly side of things, and it really does aid me. Sometimes brings me to my senses because it wants to be held, and when I hold it, the prickles come up, and it is a way of telling me, start to think about what you're doing. So, will you be doing a guided journey for any who haven't done this before? Yes, that can be done, Linda. If that's, did you not find it easy at all? Some people don't, and I can do a guided one. The reason why I didn't do a guided one tonight was because it's better for people to have their journey. And so the drum should take you on that journey. But obviously, not everybody can do it that way. I can do a guided one for you, but that's me giving you a journey, really. So I can do that if that's what you would like. Can do it on a video for you. But yeah, I have other animals as well which pop in and pop out every now and again. What ones have you got then, Pagan Crafting? Do you have a few or one, or some people have just one, others have many? A lion, that's lovely for strength. Yeah, for strength to get through things, to protect. That's a lovely one to have. A fox, badger, and a crow. How wonderful. Then I have one for each chakra. That's really good. So we have a fox for cunningness and not being so shy. A badger who digs away and finds a place to go, and a crow that takes the message. Yeah, that's cool. And then what ones do you have for the different chakras then? I can imagine that would be wonderful. I mean, in the Norse tradition, obviously, we do the wheels of Megan, which is only four. Actually, it's five wheels, and each one represents different things, but one in particular is the aspect of the philia. So yeah, we do it slightly different. When I first explored the chakras, I made a totem pole. That's nice. This lady, Cara, is brilliant at, she has a wonderful channel, Pagan Crafting, and she does beautiful artwork. A totem pole, how wonderful. Was asking for beginners. Not, oh, okay, Linda. Yeah, no, I can do that for the beginners, but obviously some of these people probably prefer a video to do it with, so I can do that, definitely. Yes. Oh, that's nice. I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be quite good. Making it out of clay. That's really cool. Yeah, that's really good. I bet it was really lovely. I'll have to have a look on your channel. Did you put it on your channel? I'd like to see that. So yeah, guys, I mean at the end of the day, all these things take time, and also you have to fit it in with your lives, and so not everybody has the time to do so much. I mean, I'm lucky I've got the time. But what time you can find will benefit you, and it will benefit your health. They reckon that when you listen to the drum in particular is a healing instrument, and you can hold it above you like this. You know how you're holding it like this, and you can tap on it and just put it over you like that. And the healing energy, the healing energies will go whatever parts. So if you're drumming and you're feeling hurt or something, you can do it over the heart, and that energy will go into you. And so the drum is renownedly known for its health properties. Whatever sound is coming out, it's a universal sound. The planets make noise, they have a tune. Every planet has a different note, and those notes have a song, and that song is the song of the universe. So if the songs of the universe are part of the all picture, how much more can a drum or a flute or a bell or song can do for us in our spiritual lives and our bodies and our health? They reckon it brings down blood pressure, that it can help with cholesterol, that it can calm the nerves. That's what it targets. And so a good thing to do if you've got a drum. Okay, guys, is there anything more you would like to talk about while you're here? I think it's lovely that so many people turned up tonight. I'm so pleased that people are supporting this live every week. It's been a dream of mine for a while to start doing more, and so now I'm going to. It's good. Okay then, guys, if you've got nothing else really, if you want to share, you can always share on my community posts as well. Just let me know what things. I mean, now I know that, as Linda was saying, it'd be good to do a shamanic walkthrough really with the drum, and I can do that. Daniel, hello there, Daniel. Oh, I'm sorry, you seem to have missed it. We've done it all now. But if you want to ask me anything while you're here, I'm here. So please do go ahead and ask. It's lovely to see so many people coming. I really can't believe people are actually coming to the live. Thank you. This is my granddaughter who's been hiding.
Hi.
That's better. What is it about teenagers and being not very, what's the word? Don't like to be involved in anything. They just want to be in their bedrooms. Many thanks to that and blessings to you all. You are very welcome, Gillian. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm glad if people that come have received something from it. For those that have come late, please do watch the rerun. All goes to help the channel as well. And yeah, really good. So if there's any other type of things, now as I was saying earlier, I've done the lower worlds. We can do Midgard. We can do a drumming session Midgard. And if you want, I can do a voiced over one so that you get an idea of what's going on. Hi, Ian. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming, though. It's really cool. Thank you that you've taken time out of your schedules to come and be here. It's really nice. Yeah, so as I was saying, I can do Midgard. We can do it. That's the middle world. We can do, but it's not the same world as this world. It is it's another realm, but it is middle. So it's different, and you meet different creatures. So that will be fun. Oh, thank you, Cara. That's really cool. Thank you. So there's scope for so much stuff, really. And then we can do the top one. Now, the top one I will leave to last because that one is quite a hard one to get to. But you can get there. Yes. Yes, the upper world, you get to meet deities and our teachers and the high up ones, the ones that are on a high level. And so you can imagine we're coming from like Midgard and we're going up. So it's not easy to get there, but we can get there. We can get ourselves there. Sometimes we have to go lower and we have to be dismantled. If that doesn't sound very nice, does it? But put back, and then you can go past Midgard and straight up. But you have to be in the right state of body and mind to get there. But once you get there, and you've done it once, you can get there. And it's wonderful up there. It really is. Blessings, Linda. And you've got Pagan Crafting. You've got Cara to thank for this tonight because I wasn't going to be doing this. It was going to be boring. Well, probably wouldn't have been, but this subject was much better. So I thank her for that because it really opened me up. It was like, yes, I really want to do that. And it was like somebody switched a light bulb on. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And so, yeah, so we can have some fun on Fridays. And if there's anything you guys really want, just let me know. I will do it for you because that's what I'm here for. That's my calling. So, yeah, I mean, when you do this, like you have a path, it doesn't mean you're not open to other things. Like my previous path as a high priestess, very rigid rituals. I can't imagine doing that now, but at the time it was the right place for me. And it's like that for everyone. They have a path and it changes over time and it moves. And that is the thing about magic. Magic is fluid. Magic is life, but it's fluid and it moves. And if you want to be in it, you have to move with it. You can't stay stagnant. Now, in my path, I'm never stagnant because I'm always doing something different. So,
You've got.
I'd love to learn more about your style of ritual.
I
Yeah.
always appreciate your wisdom. Could you do a video on the runes?
Yes. What type of ritual on runes, though? About them because I've got some on there. Who asked that?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel, I have a whole set of videos on the runes and their meanings and what you feel like with them, and there's journeys with them. So they're on one of the playlists. There's the whole lot of them there. But if you mean doing stuff with them as like using them in rituals to protect or rituals for health and things like that, then yes, there's still some on there. But if there's anything in particular you want me to do with them, I can do that for you. Just leave what you want there and I will get on with it.
done yesterday.
Okay, that's great. And yeah, oh, the Seder and the shamanism. Yes, yes, there are rituals. I mean, there's the one main ritual that a lot of people do know about, which is the Seder one, which I personally don't. I don't go for, because there's different forms of Seder, and that is the high chair, the high chair ritual, and that was something that is done in a group. If you've got one Seder practitioner that knows of others, you need another 9 Seder practitioners. And what happens is they sing in the energy, and the other one will sit upon the seat, which is high up, and they will get all that energy exploding into them, and they will get all the stuff that they're asking for from the gods. It's a very powerful ritual, and one that is done with just them. Nobody onlooks it. So yeah, more with the runes. Yes, I can look into that as well, Ian. Yeah, we can do more. Yeah. So I'm going to start doing a bit more on the Seder parts, because that got a little bit neglected due to things that's going on. But yes, there are things that I can put on video for you. EP. So yeah, I mean, we call it shamanism. Seder isn't recognized as a shamanic practice, but it is very shamanic in what you do. And so I think that's why modern day times it's gone under the same umbrella. It is very shamanic because the things we do are very similar. But of course, it's not all about the gods either. It's about your journeying. It's about what's within. It's about what you can do to aid the world, because that's what we're here for. We're here to bring through the message and give it to who needs to know it. But we're also here to heal, to help, to show. And we're just like an intermediate. The staff is our friend, the drum is our friend, and the song and the rune is our friend. The gods, they are who they are, like we are who we are. And it's like a friendship. It's not like you're putting them on a pedestal or
Ian
anything.
says probably one of the oldest forms. I'm confused.
Come from the veneer, yeah. Probably one of the oldest forms too, like it's said to come from the veneer. Yes, definitely. I do relate very much to the Valkyries, and I mean, Freya is always around, so I'm very, very pulled to them and the Norns. Very, very female based as well, in a way, but very powerful. There's a lot of knowledge that you can gain from them, but it's got to be in the right timing. And as I say, just for example, coming in from work when you're tired, but you go straight to your room and you cover your head and you sit in the quiet doing nothing, letting everything go, letting that peace be within you.
Ian says the European form. That's
Yes, yeah. But you see, there's so many different paths of this Seder practice that different people do it differently. That there's no recognised form. There's nothing written as such for today, because we don't know how some of these things was done back then, and so we do them to the best of our ability for how we are with our gods now, and it's a modern day practice now. So for all those who are interested in it, yes, you need your shamanic side. You've got to have that energy with the earth and the elements. You've got to have that love for what's on the planet, but also keeping an eye out for what is happening, but also having that ability to get the message, to bring the message, to bring the healing. And it takes time and study and a lot of love, because love is the word for it, because it is a vocation, and that vocation is that's your life. It's you're here for that purpose. Yeah. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm privileged. I do feel very privileged, because when I was studying in the Coven and done all my degrees, it was very, everything had to be learned. Everything was like, had to be perfect. Everything had to be learnt. So you had to know everything before you could do a ritual. And so the love was taken out of it. It was all so hard and ritualistic. Whereas this sort of ritual is from the heart and the body and the soul and everything, spirit and gods, and it just takes you, and it's such a wonderful sensation when you are with them all, and sometimes you don't want to come back. You just want to be there all the time.
And Ian said, I'm sure Odin and Freya are willing to teach.
Yes. Oh, yes. But people often go to Odin because he brought through the runes. But you have to remember it was Freya that taught him. And so they are definitely like a type of partnership in some ways. But she will teach. They will teach if you ask. You just have to ask. Yeah, they will. And all you have to do is ask, really. They are approachable. They really are. And if they don't want to, they won't. It's simple. But they will, if you keep on, if you keep giving offerings, keeping a nice little altar for them, helping people, helping animals, helping, just doing your bit, they will see that you're there. So you have great insight. Oh, thank you, Daniel. You're very kind. As I say, I'm getting old in the tooth now, so it's been a long time and a lot of study, but it's just who I am. And so if I can help somebody out there that would like to know more, that is great. I will leave that, because this will be here on the internet for whoever needs it. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start my channel in the first place. Not to get a name or things like that. It was more about leaving my vocation, helping others to get what they needed to learn without having to pay for it. That was the one thing that used to get me, that people have to pay so much money to do courses and things. And some people just haven't got that sort of money. And so it's nice that they can get this off of the internet, that people like, like pagan crafting. I mean, the beautiful work that she does on there. You all need to go over and have a look at her channel. It's really great. If you like art, or you like to do your magic with art, she has got some beautiful stuff on there. Thank you, Ian. Ian's been one of my long time followers. He watches all my stuff and he always gives me a comment and a like. He is brilliant. I really appreciate you, Ian. I really do. I always know that you're there if nobody else is. But, at the end of the day, I know I say that a lot. At the end of the day, I don't know why I say that actually. But I just think if people can get what they need, that's great. It really is. And then my job's done. Eventually. I always say, I hope I'm going to go to Folk Funga. Oh, bless you. Yeah, you've all been so lovely. And I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more stuff going on when I get to grips with technology, guys, because I'm useless with it. I want to be able to do some interviews, like a lot of channels are doing, but I don't know how to do it, so I've got to learn. But eventually, I will, and I'll bring that on as well, or maybe do. I don't know. There's so much scope now, and so much stuff I can do, but I've just got to get that understanding. I know. I do have a long way to go yet. But, time will take, it will be in its own time. There's a time for everything and everything in its time. And that's a true saying, you know. A lot of people, when they get onto YouTube, want to get, oh, I want to get one video that goes, whoa. And then they don't realize they've got to keep up with that. And it's not easy. And so they might have one, but who's to say the next one will? So who needs that pressure? I don't need that pressure. I just want to give you some content that you're going to like and appreciate. And that's all I'm interested in at the end of the day. Okay, guys. Right. So I don't know if you want to leave it there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Okay, she always want to go toilet. She's going to the loo.
Bye.
So, guys, next week I might do middle. Then we might do that, and I can do a guided meditation on that one or journey. You're very welcome. I'm so pleased you came along, Cara. I really am. Thank you. And have a good evening. So, guys, I will see you next Friday, and again 8 o'clock, and it will probably be the middle, so Midgard as we call it. That will be the middle realms. Bye, Ian. Thank you. You have a lovely weekend too, and we will see you next week. And in the meantime, there will be other stuff during the week. So hope to see you there as well, guys. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you then. So wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best weekend ever. Elsa Verlang. And I can turn it off. There we go.